Hello, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Love. I hope you all are having a fantastic Sunday because why not? Why should it not be fantastic? So, on today's episode, I hope you all can hear me clearly. I'm going to be making faux fried rice. I'm going to be making it with quinoa. And this is like real quick, super simple. Just got home from church. Gotta run back out. So, I have already prepared my quinoa and I normally buy the bag and like cook it yourself, but I saw this in a grocery store and I've been using it ever since. It is the tricolor quinoa and it's boiled in the bag and it's super simple and easy. Literally, like for one package of it, you boil it with 4 cups of water, and if you're doing 2, it's 2 quarts of water. So it's really easy. It does taste good. If you want to eat it by itself and just add a little bit of seasoning and some oil or whatever, that works too. So, oh, and it's shrimp in it too. So it's not vegan. If you want it to be vegan, don't add the shrimp. So I have my pan and I've already boiled my quinoa and I've already cooked my shrimp. To season my shrimp, of course, for those of you who have been on before, this is my favorite seasoning. I use just a little bit and then I'll be using this seasoning packet along with some other things. So I am going to first, I already boiled my quinoa. This is what it looks like after it's done boiling. And I'm going to put it in my skillet. So I have it on about medium right now. I did just take it out. And you know what? I think I'm going to put both of these. I'm going to put both of these in there. I think I'm going to do one for now and cook the other one later because it really is like super simple and easy. I'm going to put some of this oil in there. It's grapeseed oil. Hello, welcome everyone. So it doesn't stick too bad. And I'm going to hopefully, let me move it because you guys can't even see. There we go. Move it a little bit closer. Hello, welcome everyone. How's your day going? I hope your Sunday fun day is going amazingly well. So first things first, I'm going to put my season in here. And again, this is the one I'm using. I got this from my local grocery store. There's not much in there left, so thankfully I have another one. And it's funny because I almost stopped at the store, like a store just to get one of these, and I was like, I'm just gonna use what I have and make it work. And look, lo and behold, I already had another one. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top. I also have soy sauce here. I'm gonna use a tad bit of that. I have fish sauce, but I don't think I'm gonna use that. If I do, I think last time I just put a drip, like literally like a smidgen of it. I have sesame seed oil. I am making faux fried rice. I'm making it with quinoa and I am using shrimp. So faux shrimp fried rice. And that's cooking. I need some water. Make it easy for myself. Grab a bottle of water. Welcome. Thank you for sharing. Whoever shared. Usually put a little bit of water in that. I have my skillet on high. Now just turn it up. I want this to get mixed in. How's everyone's day going? How's your week been? It's been a very awesome week for me. Interesting and awesome and God revealing some things. Hopefully you guys can hear me over this skillet. I kind of feel like I should put both packets in here. You know what? I'm going to do both of them. I was thinking about cooking this other one later. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it now. So how has everyone's week been? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You are awesome. We are all beautifully and wonderfully made. Put this one in there too. And for those that missed it, this is the quinoa I use. It's like boiled in the bag. Oh, really? I couldn't either at first. But I think like for me, I just have to season it to taste. And I will say this is the better one I've tried because I find when you cook it yourself from like the bag that it has like this earthy taste to it that's like not pleasing to my palate. And so I just season it like I would anything else. Like I put a lot of seasoning on it. And then if I have to, I put butter. And then also what else did I put on it last time? I think some seasoned butter, and that was it. And it tasted a whole lot better. I'll put that in there. And if you miss it, again, this is the seasoning I use. And so now I'm going to put my soy sauce in there just a little bit. So probably like, maybe like a half a teaspoon initially, because I don't like the overpoweringness of soy sauce. But you want it to have that flavor of fried rice. So now I'm going to put my shrimp in. I did cook my shrimp prior, like I said, and I just put a little bit of this on it. Yeah, like I season everything. I just can't not put something in it. I have made like my fried rice from scratch. I don't do it in a traditional sense, I guess, how you should. You know what? I'll do that one day. I'll come on and make that. And so I just have that, and I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Back to medium. And so I'm mixing. And so I made this like the other week, and it was just like I had some quinoa left over, and I put all my stuff, and I was like, this is actually pretty good. Like, I'm going to have to come on the channel and make it. So this is a little bit of sesame seed oil. I'm going to add just a little bit of that, like a half a teaspoon. And I'm just kind of using this because this is what I had when I made some other Asian-esque dishes at home. But it turned out really good last time. I was very, very pleased. I was like, dang, this would have been better if I had some green onion. So I did remember to get the green onion this time. So I saw this on the recipe. And again, I won't say most, but some of the stuff I do is from Pinterest. So I originally saw it on Pinterest. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to try that. And so I did it, and it tasted pretty good. But I think I told you guys, like, I'm finicky with eggs. I have to be in the complete mood for eggs. Other than that, it's out the window. And, like, I'm going to put this in there, but sometimes it's just for, like, added flavor. And I may not eat it, but, you know, and sometimes it's for the aesthetics, too, because I like my food to look pretty. So I'm going to put the egg in here, and I'm just going to leave it on the side and kind of, I'm not going to, like, now, really, you shouldn't be using metal in your nonstick, but I'm not letting it touch the, actual pan. I just mixed the egg up. So, I saw this on online. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I will try it. So, I probably need more than one to put in there. But if you don't like egg, believe me, I completely understand. Don't use it if you don't like it, because, yeah, I'm not always here for it. It was just mainly for the aesthetic this time, and then I didn't do it last time. So, you know, whatever floats your boat. If you don't like it, then don't do it. And so now I'm going to put a little bit more of I think it's a little bit less. A little bit more of that on there. Add some water, and I'm going to put a little bit of teriyaki sauce on mine. If you don't like teriyaki sauce, then of course you don't have to use it. Use what you like. That's what I'm all about. Use exactly what you like. Because everything is not for everyone. But as usual, I always have a topic for the most part. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit more while I let this cook before I put it. And this is just about done. I'm putting a little bit of water in here because it seems a little bit stickier than I like, but I think that's because I put that sesame seed oil in there. Put a little bit more on this side. But yeah, so my topic is patience, you guys. I have had to, and I've talked about it before, but God gave me some revelation this week, you guys, that was like, wow, I really needed that. Yes, I just got back from church. I got to leave back out, so I'm cooking real quick before I go. I had a busy day today. Isn't that life, though? Like, yeah, whatever. part of the plan, part of life. Get over it and keep it moving on. If you have issues, don't just get over it. Like, deal with it. I know. But that's why quick meals come in handy. You know, that's why they do. Because you can cook real quick, go, eat it then, eat it on the go, and come back, whatever works for you. So that's cooking. I have it on low, and really it's just to kind of absorb more of the flavor in there. Next I'm going to add just like a tad bit of teriyaki sauce. I mean, like just a little bit, because I do like a little bit of sweetness in there. But yeah, so like this week I had to exercise some patience, guys. And it was, initially I was like, oh my gosh, Jesus. Ooh, you know, like you kind of get in your feelings. And I was talking to my friend, and I'll consider her a friend. She's older, she's seasoned. And we were talking, and I was kind of like, not necessarily venting, but just like telling her some things that have been going on with me. And she was like, I don't know. It was just like a God moment. Because in me explaining what was going on, it was like God was giving me revelation of exactly what was going on. So I was like, yeah, you know, I got to have some patience. But while I'm being patient, I have to exercise, you know, enjoying the mission, enjoying where I'm going. And not in the sense of, oh, I'm waiting to get to this particular point, and it'd be like, oh yeah, I'm at the point I wanted to be at. It's amazing. You know, like, yes, I'm there. But walking through the journey and also enjoying the journey. And I've never, before that moment, I had never felt like that before, like really received that before. It's always been, I gotta get to point A to get to point B to get to point C and wherever else I need to go, and not enjoying the process. And I was like, yeah, because I'm learning to stop and smell the roses, enjoy the smell of the roses and the beauty of the roses, you know, while I'm going through this. And I said it out of my mouth, but it was nothing but the Holy Spirit. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I literally had to sit back in the seat like, oh, wow, God, that was nothing but you, because I've never felt that way before, ever. I've always been like, let's get to where I need to go. And just being able to be like, oh my goodness, and receive it. Because a lot of times God is speaking and he's talking to us, but we have to be willing to receive it. And so I'm like, wow, yeah, I need to enjoy. Because if you think about it like this, so you're here, let's say you're at the starting line, and you're trying to get to point A to the eventual point of Z. But between the starting line and point A, how many amazing things and million revelations of God's goodness or things he wants to do in you and through you, for you, by you, received you, whatever it is, how many millions of things are between the starting line and point A? You know, like, really think about that. Like, how many things in between there does God want you to receive, or that he has for you, or, you know, just such amazing things that God wants to do, but you're too busy focused on, I gotta get to point A, nothing else matters, blah, 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 this and that, everything else, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, God is like, hello, am I not I am that I am? Do you not believe me? Do you think that it's all about point A and I don't have anything for you in between? I was like, oh my gosh, Jesus, like, you gotta repent. It's like, God, forgive me for rushing through so much that I'm not even enjoying the process of where you're taking me. And when I have to put this down, because when I tell you guys, I was like, oh my goodness, Jesus, like, wow. And I won't lie, you guys, I'm a crybaby when it comes to the things of God. I will boo-hoo in a second, because it's like, wow, God, you're so merciful. I've lived my whole life, and these 30-something years of rushing through and planning, oh, I gotta do this. And when God just gives you revelation like that, to enjoy the process. And, you know, everybody's like, patience is a virtue. But it really doesn't have to be, if your mindset changes, to really enjoy where you are and where God is taking you. And even the little tidbits on the way that are so revelatory, and it just shows you how much God really loves you. Like, he has amazing things in the process for you, but are you too focused on the end to not see what's around you and really receive what he has for you? And it's like, oh my goodness, Jesus, what have I been doing my whole life? You know, like, God, you know? And it just really has brought me to a place of peace, that I've been in peace before and received God's peace. Oh, yeah, thank you, Lord. But to get that revelation, like, blessed my whole life. Like, you guys have no idea. And I was like, wow, God, wow. Like, I needed that so badly. And it's like, since then, the hands have gone up. God, I surrender. In areas I thought I had surrendered, but I really hadn't. And it's been like this breath of fresh air. And just also, it was like, as soon as I, like, you know what, I'm going to enjoy all of this. It was like things I had been praying for literally started happening, one thing after another. And I was like, whoa, Jesus, you know, like, this is amazing. But still being in it and just enjoying. And not to say, come on, let's keep it real. Your flesh may try to rise up, but speak to yourself and tell your flesh to obey, because you have authority. Sit down. We're going to enjoy this, you know? And of course, Satan will try to rear his ugly head and you tell him where to go. Goodbye. Don't have time for that. I am enjoying the process. I'm going to stop and smell these beautiful roses God has put before me, whether it's revelation about yourself or your situation, or just, you know, literally stopping and smelling some roses and just admiring God's beauty and his holiness, and just admonishing his name and giving him glory, just because, you know, even if you don't feel like God did anything but wake you up that morning and let you get to work and home safely, even though that in itself is, whew, let's be grateful, you know, but just still, like, being in awe of him. You know, everything that we have is a blessing that we're not promised, you know. It's just, he's just amazing. So anyway, this is the teriyaki sauce, and I'm just going to put just a little bit on here. It's super thick too, so that's maybe like a teaspoon. I gotta use a lot. I'm gonna turn this back so you guys can see. I'm gonna mix that in there. I'm gonna turn this back up so some of this water can cook out of here a little bit better. And then I'm going to put my green onion on top, and that's going to be it. I'm going to put it in a bowl so you guys can see. Oh, thank you. For this in it. Oh, shoot. Look, I'm spilling some. That's not good. But yeah, you guys, it's just so important to just enjoy the process. Even though Satan wants to trick our mind and make us think, oh, it's going to be horrible, and patience is a virtue. That's a negative mindset of thinking it's going to be hard. It's like the quicker you accept it and enjoy whatever God has for you in your waiting, if you think about it, that's the faster it's going to come. Like, if you really sit back and think, like, it's going to happen that much faster. Because you're no longer like, I'm anticipating. You're like, man, this is just let it flow. You know, like, God has some awesome things for us. And if we're too busy rushing it, you know, what are you really getting? You know? So I'm going to put this in a bowl so you guys can see it up close. Let me grab a bowl real quick. And yes, I am walking around in house shoes because, you guys, I was in heels all day. And I had to run to the grocery store in heels. And then I had to go to 2 grocery stores. And I was just like, oh my gosh, Jesus, help me. So, of course, this is quinoa fried rice. Faux fried rice. I'm only plating this like this so you guys can really see. I'm not about to eat all this, right? So you guys can see it up close. And I'm just putting my, I guess I should have showed you guys how I do it, but I don't know, whatever. I'm actually going to grab my seat. So bear with me one moment. My my little stool. You guys, God is amazing. And I pray that all of us can come into true relationship with him how he desires us to be, and not how we think it should be, you know, because God has amazing things for us. And really sitting back and just being in awe of him and taking in him and realizing that we don't know it all. You know, my apostle says every time he goes to the word of God, he goes like a kid, like, I don't know anything. God, teach me what you want me to know. And that really resonated with me. And like, we really don't know anything. Like, you can feel like you know so much, but when it's all said and done, like, God is so vast that even in heaven, 20 million years from now, you will still never know everything there is to know about God. It is an unending process of knowing him. And that is beautiful, you know? It's amazing. I'm just in awe, you guys. I'm sorry if it's like somber or whatever, but I'm like literally in awe of how wonderful God is. And he has brought me such a long way. And I think back to like when I was a teenager and I just had a real bad attitude and I was not nice like that. Like, if I liked you, you know, we were good. But thinking about how I used to be and how God has spared my life in so many occasions. Like, we were teenagers doing dumb stuff, driving while intoxicated, and, you know, just stupid stuff. And at any point, God could have been like, that's it. You're out of here. You know, whatever. And I could have been straight on my way to hell, you know. I wouldn't be here. And it just amazes me, like, wow, God, you're so gracious. You're so kind to spare my life, you know. So anything that I'm just open to him, and I want to be used by him, you know, no matter how big or how small. Like, this is major for me to be on here. God gave me this vision, like I said, last year when I started, 6 years ago, and I sat on it and was very disobedient. But the minute I decided, okay, I'm going to stop being disobedient and I'm just going to do this. It doesn't matter if it's one person, if it's 0 people right now, if it's 10 people 10 years from now, I'm doing it unto God. And I think that's the thing also we need to get, is doing things unto him. Even in our jobs and people we may not like or whatever the case is, if you're doing something, let it be unto God. It's not about that person at your job who gets on your nerves. Do it unto him, and do it rightly unto him. Not, I'm gonna half do this job because I don't like them and they keep trying to tell me what to do, whatever, and I don't want to hear nothing they got to say. It's not about them. It's, God gave me this job, and until he says go, brings different in my life, I'm gonna do it unto him. You know, I cooked, I'm sorry, I went off on the Jesus thing, but that's a good end to be on. I cooked faux fried rice. I did it with quinoa, and there's shrimp in it. Yes, numbers don't matter. It's about our obedience and where God wants you. I mean, you could be on a corner one day waiting to cross the street, and somebody can come across your path who needs Jesus. Are you going to be obedient and speak to them? You know, if God just says smile, are you going to just smile at them, or are you going to be like, oh, who are they? Or they don't need to hear from me. You don't know what God wants to do. He gives a donkey. And think about it. He used the donkey maybe because somebody wasn't being obedient and opening up their mouth and speaking what he wanted them to speak, or going where he wanted them to go, so they could have been in place. Yes, I am a believer in Christ. I'm a Christian. But God is so amazing. He is. I'm in awe, you guys. I really am. But yeah, so here's the plate. Here's the plate. So this is the faux fried rice made with quinoa. There's little bitty shrimp in here. I don't know if you guys can see it. But I just bought, look, it won't even get on a fork. I just bought the little tiny ones. And so for those that missed it, I used this seasoning. And I used a little bit of soy sauce. This is the brand I just bought when I was cooking something before. I just bought whatever. I didn't use the fish sauce. I have used this in some other dishes before. I use sesame seed oil and a little bit of teriyaki sauce. And of course, I put a little bit of this on my shrimp. Yes. Yes, we have to let him do whatever it is he wants to do and stop telling God no. Because I will tell you guys, like, initially I was like, oh, well, I gotta have a certain camera. It needs to be like this, and I need the lights. And God, girl, use the phone. Use whatever God is telling you to do. If he's telling you to send postcards or letters to a family member or a school or a church or whatever it is, whatever God is telling you to do, please be obedient and do it. It is not about you. A lot of times we think, oh, it has to be and this and that, and God's like, just be obedient. Yes, he will. He'll show you the way. God just wants us a lot of times to just step out, and he will meet us exactly where he's telling us to go. You know, he's not going to put you in a situation where he's not going to come through for you. So that's it, you guys. I'm in awe. Like, I'm probably about to just go into worship right now. If you all have not listened, I always have, not always, but most of the time I have Psalmist Rain playing in the back. If you all have not listened to her, please go listen. Please. She's awesome. She's amazing. I love, if you can get the whole CD, I believe, is on YouTube, but listen to right here in this room, and then it goes into this altar. Jesus. Like, just get away from everybody. Just worship. Let him do what he wants to do in you, through you, and for you. Just, yes. This video is like super long, but I pray you guys have an amazing Sunday, that God meets you exactly where you are and you allow him in to do whatever he wants to do in your life. God bless you all. I pray this not only fed your soul, I pray that it fed your spirit and your body. I think I said that right. I didn't. I pray that it fed your body and your spirit. And, oh, this is going up on YouTube. My name on YouTube is Monique Gigi. Like, share, subscribe if you want to. If you feel like this needs to be shared with someone you know, send it to them. Listen, I will say this. If you try the recipes, please let me know. I want to know how you guys liked it. If you made some alterations. I love talking about food and Jesus. So, that's what I should have named it, Food and Jesus. Yeah. And then I'm also on Instagram, Gigi Lux, GigiLuxe. It's the same as on Twitter if you're watching from Twitter. So, through Periscope or whatever. But yeah, if you're on there, hit me up. Let me know how you like the recipes. Have an amazing day, you guys. Love you guys. Be great. Bye. If I can figure out how to close out. Bye, you guys. Have a